Morning, Frankie.
Oh, tea. Lovely.
You all right?
Oh, flipping hunky-dory, me. Officially moving today.
Should you be here?
Too much on. No, his nibs left to manage for once. Serve him right. He would insist on this cottage in the countryside. Beautiful. How I'm supposed to get to work on time, no idea. Frankly, I blame location. Look, can you handle this morning's appointments?
That looks like a foreign name. Is it he or she?
No idea. No.
Where are you from? Country of origin, you know? Me? Here. England. You? Where? Congo. So do you have any dependents? Babies? Kids, you know? Ah, coochie. No. Sorry. That's your wedding ring, isn't it? You're married. That's okay. How long have you been married? Does he reside with you? Is he here in this country with you? Is
No, they were supposed to take the boxes from the lounge first. Yeah, and then the ones from the garage. How'd you get on?
married with kids, that's all I could get out of her.
Well, if she's not going to engage. So, why won't they roll up the carpets?
No, it's not that. She just couldn't understand a word I said.
I see, I don't get that. Why come to this country if you can't speak a word of English? No, not you. Look, I'll have to ring you back, okay? No, tell them it was part of the quote.
Frankie, we need to get an interpreter for the next interview.
We are being charged for packing and packaging. So in my book, that includes the flipping carpets. I'll speak to you later. Okay, bye. Have you given her a pamphlet? Look, we've had some translated already. They cost enough. Here we go. You need to be using these. We've got Urdu, Polish. Oh, I don't even know how you pronounce that.
We can't just give her a leaflet, Frankie, in a different language.
Well, don't be daft. I wasn't suggesting that. Just thought it might be cheaper if we got something translated into...
One of the many African languages.
Great. Tell her we'll pop it in the post.
We still need to interview her regardless.
Well, how much is an interpreter going to cost?
Well, I could check. But we're not going to get anywhere with her otherwise.
Still don't see why we should be providing an extra service at additional cost.
I don't know, it might be more cost effective. I mean, this morning was a waste of time, so...
Okay. Run the figures past me, no more than half an hour. Just because you've done a gap year does not make us the United Nations.
I saw her last week, but unfortunately we didn't get very far.
Well, I speak all four national languages, Lingala, Kikongo, Swahili, and Chiluba. Which language does she speak?
I'm not sure. But I did manage to find out she comes from Kinshasa, the capital.
What, Kinshasa? It must be Lingala then.
Now, I've brought an interpreter this week. He speaks your language, Lingala, so there should be no problems this time. Can you ask her her family circumstances? Is her husband with her?
Oyo sani niyo. Oyo lupa makamba famina wana makamba ya mobali na awo. Oyo bibe ke komite na biso ezali okoka oyo pa na biso ebisi biso toko ide pone no lupa mo.
Bayebisa ki unga naya awa. Na yebisi mutu te. Pardon. Ko yebisa umbuyo te.
Muto azo tuna makamba mobali na yo na makamba na yo. Ingolo ba oso ebisi makamba nyonso. Pone no soko tsabato na kata komite na biso. Po be bisa biso alors que association na biso za pona mutu nyonso.
Monsieur, s'il te plaît ko yebisa umbuyo te. Nazali alakote. Ezalaki heureux.
What's she saying? What are you saying?
Yes, I'm sorry. We know each other, and we are catching up a little. She lives with her husband and the family.
Can you ask her how many children she has?
So you must know that I na poni mama tamukile.
Nako vandate. Nako kende. Yebisa bango ezali nangoli kambote. Nako kende.
They have 2 children, 2 years and 6 months, baby.
Is that all? She seems a bit agitated. Can you ask her how long she's been at this address?
Na yebegite ke osolomana ndako. Depuis quand on commence à faire Ben Street, on se fait un nombre de na débité. La casse imboya on se fait la minga parce que c'est aux femmes.
Why won't she answer? Please, can you answer the question?
All okay in there?
No, it's a disaster. She's not saying a thing now.
I told you it'd be a waste of money. Oh, look, just throw the case out. She's obviously got something to hide. Maybe she's an illegal, outmanoeuvred by having the interpreter there.
No, but she knew him already.
Well, there you go. That should have been a good thing. Just wrap it up. We're being charged by the minute. Go and get yourself some lunch. Oh, and can you get me a tuna and sweet corn?
Miss, we haven't finished yet. Don't know what to do with this case.
Craig, you can't be sure that it's DV.
I know we've got nothing to go on, but she looked pretty terrified. Like she was running away from him. She was, you know.
You know that DV cases are hard to pin down at the best of times. You need a police report. So no report, no injuries, no information, there's no DV. Right. She said in the interview that she had children.
Little ones.
Okay. Maybe call social services. Although they'll probably be in the same boat as us with that information. And we really didn't find anything else out.
I'm not sure what we should do, Frankie.
We've not got much to go on. We've made quite extensive efforts already, to be honest. And if she won't talk, even with the benefit of an interpreter, listen, get back to whoever referred her and tell them there's nothing we can do. Okay? We just don't have enough information.
It's a voluntary agency. Support group, I think. They might know more. Let's see.
And you must allow me to introduce myself and explain my role.
Oh, okay.
That will help to put her at ease. But otherwise, anything you say, say it to her, not me.
But how would you know what
The conversation is between you and the client. And if there is anything that I do not understand from either of you, I will say. Oh, and don't rush the interview, please. It really is common sense. And you must let her know that as the interpreter, everything is confidential.
Yeah, well, I thought... Elodie's from the refugee centre, she, Oh, okay. I need to ask her... Sorry. I need to know what your status is. Whether you're an asylum seeker under NAS, for instance.
You must go slower.
Oh.
I'll take a moment to explain that NAS means the National Asylum Support Service, in case she doesn't know.
Oh, yeah, okay, good.
Sequoia Bella, nakatuna yumatuna oyo, etaleyo na famil peandaku nayo, nzoyiba soki NAS kisi nini.
Nabanzi na yebi.
Malami oyebi, bakandala leta nini, ozana yango awa.
Ezali malamote. Ezali na mabali nangai. Koki kovanda awate, bana nangai pe. Ba koki kovanda awate, soki nasana mabali nangai te.
When she first met her husband, she was an asylum seeker. He's a French citizen and a doctor. They met here in Devon, and he knew her. He comes from the same town. It was not long, though, before she saw he had a temper and that he used his fists. It got worse when she had their son. Soon she worried for the children too, because he would get angry with them. Once she had to go to hospital when he broke her ribs. She left him and found this place, and now her husband has found out where she lives. The interpreter told him. Her husband comes at night, kicking and shouting at the door.
Why have you not gone to the police?
Nakokite.
She cannot.
She must. You must go to the police.
Where the hell have you been?
I've solved the mystery.
What?
Bella, the lady from Congo. I've got to the bottom of it. I've just spoken to her solicitor.
Are you legal? But I thought you had to close that case.
I did a joint visit to her friend's flat where she's staying with the referrer who interpreted it is DV. She hasn't reported it because it affects her immigration status.
Well, this is sounding complicated.
Yeah. Solicitor was saying she's reliant on her husband's immigration status. She's on a spousal visa. Well, if you're a spouse of an EU citizen, then the spouse can only apply for independent leave to remain after 5 years.
How long have they been married?
2 years. She needs her husband's cooperation for her own application. So the solicitor advised her not to go to the police.
So she's not illegal?
No, and she does have recourse to public funds.
Right.
So the main issue for us, it seems, is whether we accept her application without formal report.
Oh.
So it seems it's up to us. Do we accept her or not? What should we do?
I really don't know. Leave it with me. Calm down, Mr. Pierce. Now, we agreed you would keep these people until the weekend. No, because they're homeless. No, it's not queue jumping, it's... Mr. Pierce, that really is not appropriate. Yes, I know, and she has been told. Well, then no, I really don't know why she keeps cooking in the room, but if you just... Oh, unbelievable. Oh, bloody man. 4 kids, 28 days. How are we supposed to find anything in that time frame?
Is that the NAS case?
Oh, Ugandan lady and her 4 kids. You'd expect to see these kind of cases in London, but here... Look, I need you to keep in touch with that hotel. He's being funny, but give him a call back. Make sure he understands that they have to keep them longer. All right?
Yeah, sure. Hello there, this is Craig Abercrombie from the housing office. Hi there. Yeah. Look, I need to ask you some advice. Every time we get a BME or a refugee case through, we're just stumped as to know what to do. Do you have any information or, I mean, you obviously have more experience in that area, so... Mm-hmm. And then there's the language barriers. I mean, you can get it so wrong. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can't tell you how useful it's been. Yeah. No, I'll be in touch. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thanks. Bye. There you are. That was a really useful conversation. I just got off the phone to the refugee centre. Well, you know Bella, the Congolese woman? They were saying it's a common problem finding interpreters who don't already know the applicant. And the NAS case in the hotel, well, there's an African community support group. They do advocacy and support. And the services with women with children too. I mean, most of these agencies are quite small, but they can give us some really valuable advice.
What was that about language barriers?
Don't get me started. Well, it's counterproductive for all of us not to have interpreters. I mean, we waste a lot of time in the long run, which essentially costs us money by not addressing the language. We miss valuable information and work on misunderstandings most of the time, and we know about that, so...
All very useful then?
Yeah, it was actually. They've invited me to one of their forum meetings. It's multi-agency and information sharing. Would it be all right to go?
I'll check the diary when I finish this.
It'd be a really useful meeting, Frankie.
Yeah, I'm sure it would, Craig. But we're a small team. I need you here. When you go swanning off on extra home visits or meetings, it puts the rest of us under pressure.
I'm working hard. I'm trying to do a good job here.
I'm not saying that you're not. But Craig, you really need to get some perspective. Boundaries, you'll get sucked into every case like this.
I won't. I'm just looking, making an effort. Anyway, if I hadn't contacted the refugee centre about Bella's case, then...
It was all really useful. Okay, all I'm saying is cut down on the extra home visits, keep some perspective. Oh, and did you phone the hotel? On it?
Yes, Frankie. It's good union on England. Hello, come in. Craig, take a seat.
Refugee center, they say come here, see you. Refugee center, no help me, no refugee.
Just a moment, I need to know your name. What's your name?
Stefan Mereshnikov.
Where are you from, Mr.
Marishnikov. Me from Lithuania.
And where are you living at the moment?
I stay on floor with friend. It's not problem, but I have no job. I have no insurance number. This man, he say he get me job, but I must give him £300 first, and my passport. I wait and wait, and no man and no money. I see that the man is liar. But my English no good. All I say is Coca-Cola, Michael Jackson. So now I have no money, no job, no food, no passport. Now I sleep at train station, but station close at 1 o'clock. Problem. But the nice policeman, he give me address for and show me free food.
How long have you been in this country, Stefan?
Me here 3 months.
And you haven't got a job yet. Have you worked at all?
I look to get job cleaning at a big shop. But it's a rubbish job and not too much money. But the country is safe, nice people. England, fish and chips, good fish and chips.
Lithuania is known as an accession 8 state. What that means is for us to be able to help you, you need to have stayed in this country and have been working for 1 year, 12 months. And I'm sorry, Stefan. It means you have no recourse to public funds.
What is this recourse?
It means I can't help you.
I want to speak to manager.
Have you got an appointment?
Huh?
What's your name?
Shohar knows that.
I don't know how to spell that.
I want to speak to Craig, the manager.
Who is it you want to see?
Craig, he has been helping me.
Greg?
I want to speak to the manager, the boss man.
Can I help you?
Who are you?
I'm in charge here.
I tell this woman that I want to speak to manager. The refugee center say he is manager, he can be trusted, so I come to speak to him.
Firstly, Craig Abercrombie is not the manager here. And secondly, all my staff are trustworthy, so any one of them will give you a good service.
Then I want to speak to top manager. The man over Mr. Abercrombie.
As I'm trying to explain, if you want to speak to a manager, then that is me. Take it or leave it. Do we have a room free?
I think we do.
Okay, can you show him through, please?
If you'd like to step this way.
Right. Mr. Shua?
Shohar knows that.
Yes, Mr. Nozad. Right, I see you're from Iraq. Would you like an interpreter?
My English good. There's nothing wrong with my English.
No, I wasn't saying that.
I come to see Mr. Abercrombie. No problem. You are saying it is bad?
No, I'm not saying that. Right, I see you've just been rehoused. What seems to be the problem?
I want to move. You must find us new property.
I beg your pardon, but you have just been rehoused. It's a 3-bedroomed accommodation suitable to your family's needs.
House, no problem. It is neighbors. Neighbors, not nice people.
Well, I'm sorry, that's not a good enough reason to be moved. Our priority was to get you rehoused. Getting on with your neighbours is up to you.
But my family cannot live in this house. We cannot live amongst these people. You must find us somewhere or else there will be trouble.
Mr. Nazed, may I remind you that you have signed a tenancy agreement? Now, part of that entails that you abide by certain rules and regulations. Unacceptable or troublesome behaviour will not be tolerated.
You say that, but what about the troublesome behavior of my neighbors?
Well, if you could provide proof, then maybe we can do something, but being not nice is not evidence.
Oh, you will not help me.
I really don't see what we can do, I'm sorry. No, that's fine. Yeah, I can get those audit figures to you by the end of the week. Oh, I don't believe it. I'm just reading a police report relating to that Nowshead case. Yeah, do you remember? I ran it past you. Yeah, Craig's case. Iraqi man, very difficult man. Yeah, aggressive. But it seems that the police have been called round on several occasions for neighbour disputes. Oh no, I warned him in the interview. Yeah, he said there'd be trouble. No. Yeah, no, I quite agree. Yeah, I'll send him a written warning. Okay, yeah, I'll keep you up to date. Thanks.
Oh, Frankie.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Mr. Bennett called.
Mr.
Bennett?
Oh, okay. Did he leave a number?
Yes. He wanted you to call him.
Okay, can you leave that?
How dare you send threatening me? How dare you send this vile letter? How dare you?
Will you please calm down? Otherwise I will have to have you removed.
Why you send me this? Why? I tell you there will be trouble. It is neighbors who behave badly. It is they who are making trouble. I tell you this, so why am I being blamed and threatened?
Mr. Nowsed, let's go to a quiet room where we can talk, yes?
I will not let my family suffer at the hands of racists. And the fact that you are defending them means that you are one too.
You back then?
You're in early?
Yeah, I wanted to beat the traffic. Hubby's doing school run. I need to get a grip on this case. Good holiday?
Yeah, great, thanks. Much needed. What's this case that's got you so absorbed?
Well, yours, if you must know. Mr. Nowsed, the Iraqi.
Ah, Schwar, yeah. Colourful character. It's easily hot under the collar. Shouted his head off at me, actually. Helps if you have his advocate with him.
Well, it's a pity you didn't write that down. Beggars belief that anyone would dare harass him.
Why, what's happening?
Well, letter from the GP, there's concerns over the wife's mental health. School have been in touch, worried that the children aren't functioning well. But if there'd been a hint of harassment, as he says, the police would have picked it up. Look, I've got to go up there later. You go and put the kettle on and I'll bring you up to speed. Mr. Nalzad, it's Frankie Marshall from Housing. You're expecting me. Hello? What of Mrs. Nalzad?
My wife is in bed. She hardly leaves the house now. I take the children to school and I do the shopping because sometimes they are spat at.
Well, you've not been here very long, Mr. Nalzad, so... What's that?
Please don't. It will make more trouble.
How often does this happen?
Morning, noon, and especially night, so the children cannot sleep.
And so don't function well at school. This is noise nuisance. Have you contacted the police?
I tell you, police just say neighbors dispute. They do nothing. When I left my country, things were very bad. I brought my family here because I thought they would be safe. We thought we would be safe here.
Hello? Yeah. No, I'm fine. Yeah, really. Yeah, I'll be home soon. I'm going to cancel that meeting. But there is one urgent thing I need to do. How about I do bedtimes tonight? Okay?
This is great, Frankie. Getting them a new place so quick.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Look, no racist graffiti on the walls, no broken windows. Both good signs.
You must be over the moon.
Can we go around yours for a bit?
Nah. That's over.
You won't like your new neighbours?
With your girlfriends from Iraq? Back down the ship.
You think he'd be a bit pleased. Grateful, even.
Why, Craig? I mean, why should he be grateful? Yes, he's managed to get his family rehoused, but they've still got to pick up the pieces. I just hope this is a safe place.